Hello there, it's Darren here. I'm in the shed talking about raspberry canes. So as you can see, the raspberry canes, when I did come to the allotment, there was some outside, but they didn't do that well. So someone left the allotment and I sort of like inherited their raspberry canes, and a lot of them got the raspberry canes near the fence, and there was loads coming through there. I took some of them as well. Did I ask? Probably not, but they were free. So I put them in here, basically in this pile of crap. Bricks, nails, glass, all the crap from the allotment at the time. Obviously it was bigger than that, and the polytunnel went over the top, and I put them there. But as you can, like I said, as you can see, they've been here about 2 or 3 years, and I absolutely do love it. And you know, this polytunnel is 12 foot wide, and I don't know what the height is actually, 10 foot I think. And for some reason, like I said, they've been in 3 years, and I've put a lot of wood chip down, and I think because the wood chip's been down and has kept the ground warm to a certain extent, that they've basically spread out, as you can see. This is, you know, I haven't watered in here since last year, and they're coming through thick and fast. You know, they've got a nice stem on them and all that, nice and thick, strong. They're all over here. See, I expect some there. I think last year, there was a couple that popped out just about there, and I pulled them up. And also, like I said, some there, there's some there, some there. But if I didn't need the space in here, I would have left them and let them grow and get more fruit. But I do need the space, so I will be digging these up. It won't be a hard thing. There's bound to be, well, I assume there'll be roots on them, because, you know, unless technically you could class them as suckers, couldn't you, really? So hopefully I'll be popping them up, so there'll be some more raspberries to give to people to swap or something, or sell them at the car boot. So what I'm asking about the raspberries and all that, is there any sort of raspberries that you can recommend? I've always wanted golden raspberries, the gold ones, the yellow ones, which was meant to be this one. I bought this one from Asda. There it was, £5, golden raspberry, fantastic. Get that. Bought it, put it in a pot. Bearing in mind though, it was just titchy, and it was red raspberries. I always say sometimes when you buy stuff from the supermarkets or Wilco, it doesn't turn out what it was meant to be. I did buy some bare-rooted raspberries years and years ago for my garden, and I made a rookie mistake. I left them to dry out, and some did survive and all that. I didn't realise I had to soak the roots in water. And they're on a south facing fence, and I get every year so much fruit and all that. But for some reason last year I was tidying up and I managed to cut them. I must have been in a world of my own. I managed to cut them. Basically, you've got the old stem, you get the fruit on for the summer ones, and you'll see, you know, a new one coming from the bottom. That comes up, and that's your next year's. And I cut it, and I managed to cut it down, didn't I? But I'll come back. So the question is, where do you get yours from? What type of raspberry do you recommend? I suppose you can get different size raspberries. So you can get the red raspberry, you can get the yellow raspberry. Is there different coloured ones? Is there ones that's got different flavour? Just let us know. I do like the raspberry. And last year, as you can see in the back, I've got a green grape at the back there, meant to be seedless. It isn't. I basically got because I got quite a few off there, not loads, and I combined that with me raspberries, and I made my first ever wine. Absolutely lush. Wasn't strong, but it was nice. So this year I intend on doing a pure grape one, and I want to do a pure raspberry one. A nice summery raspberry wine, absolutely gorgeous. That's the whole point, isn't it, really, when you think about it? You eat it, you bake with it, and you drink it. So I'm looking forward to that. So like I say, is any recommendations of where you get your raspberries from, canes, and any raspberry variety that you get? I'm always here to learn. So it's bye from me. I'm in the shed. Ta-ra.